We're live.
Hey everybody.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Battlemats and Kittycats, where a group of friends from across the country get together to roll dice and battle the evil cat overlords. Come watch us and see if we survive.
We
Spoiler
might.
alert, everybody's dead.
Dang it. This is the Shadowlands episode.
Oh,
Crap.
that's unfortunate. Oh well, I mean, I have 27 other characters rolled. I'm good.
New year, new campaign.
Oh boy. Looks like I
That's
might
how
have
we
a
roll.
chance to make that gnome artificer after all.
That's what you.
Who are we missing? Missing somebody. Arvita. There she is.
Oh,
I
and
had
our
to
little
dismantle
kobold friends.
I had to dismantle the end, so that's where we are for now. For now.
Well, we're like
Just leave it alone.
probably not going to be in that much longer.
No, because so where we left off last week, I don't think no major announcements or anything like that. So I think we're ready to get into our game of Dungeons and Dragons this evening.
Unless we want to remind everyone about the next couple of weeks. Just a
Oh,
reminder.
yeah.
Yes. So this will be our last game, I believe, for 2020, right? That's what we decided.
Is it
And
this one or next one?
I don't know. Did we ever make a decision?
Not
We're taking off.
We
definitive.
are right now.
All right, hey,
are we taking two
let's
weeks
do that
or
live.
3 weeks? Because
Yeah.
if we're taking 2 weeks, then we need to wait and play again next week.
Yep.
Everybody's
doing-
good for next week still, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, next week will be our last game of 2020.
There it is.
And
Decision made.
then we will
There we go.
resume, probably not on the 2nd. I'm going to guess we'll probably resume on the 9th.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There will be
think it's a couple
reruns.
weeks too. Yeah, there will be reruns running.
you can play on
and,
the 2nd. I won't be good.
You're not coming back?
Somebody thinks because the 2nd is his birthday that he shouldn't have to do things.
Well, I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to if we're running reruns.
Yeah.
True.
We have that rule in our house. You don't have to do dishes your birthday month.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Birthday month?
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
That
god.
wouldn't work for us.
Can you
It
imagine
wouldn't work for us
an
either.
entire month of no one doing dishes?
We'll just have to hire like TaskRabbit for the month or something like that. Come do our
It would
dishes.
be bad.
Or
It
just
makes
use
it
all paper.
special. It feels special.
Yeah, paper plates, plastic forks.
Yeah, just all paper goods for the month.
I don't know how you're gonna cook,
No,
but
I don't. Yeah, that would be more-
Takeout. Everything's takeout during that month.
whole month. Shit.
I mean, in all fairness, we don't cook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
their dishes are probably a few spoons here and there.
They're
Right,
I think
forks.
we'd be able to manage.
It's a lot of
And
forks.
Oh, and forks.
Yeah, and your birthdays are in different months too, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. See, Josh and I are both January babies.
Oh, I'm a January baby
So-
too.
Yeah, so we would
Ooh.
have some trouble with that.
We're gonna have some birthdays to celebrate
Mm.
next month. I'll have to figure out. We'll just have a birthday celebration event during the campaign for you
The
guys.
birthday party in game.
Yeah, party exactly. You'll get lots of free stuff, like all of the fat loots, but it only works that one day.
Yes.
And if your
Oh.
birthday happens to fall on a day that we're not playing on a session, sorry.
I have some sign language for you, sir, because my birthday's on Wednesday. So I have sign language for you later.
Hey, what year were you born?
That one year
That
that
time.
my mommy had me.
I had a
right.
You'll
birthday
definitely
that
be
one
extra
time.
careful not to disclose that during your stream.
Right. So yeah, so last week our intrepid gang of heroes managed to successfully extricate themselves out of the dangerous hole, and our Ermi did not die. Tonk learned that in the other two rooms in the inn, there were actually a pair of kobolds that were holding out from the
I found the
vicious
poop
fiery
room.
spider. Do what?
I found the poop room.
You did find the poop room first. And then after that, you did find the kobolds themselves. Some brief discussion with them. The group has learned that the kobolds are in service of somebody calling himself Francis, This stirred up some memories that the gang had, recalling that they have previously met kobolds in Phandalin who claimed that Francis told them he was going to rescue them. So they have learned that Francis has employed these kobolds to dig a cavern for the prospect of a lair for the dragon that currently now resides in Thundertree. The kobolds have basically divulged a little bit of information of what they know. They don't know exactly how long they've been here for, but they did tell everybody that they've dug a massive cave. Quite a few kobolds perished in the inn when the fire spider went on a rampage and killed a bunch of them. So that's what happened to the kobolds. The group has asked them to take them to Francis, and on the morning after, during the evening, Reedoff offered a solution for a temporary fortress, essentially within Thundertree. He is performing a ritual on a piece of tree that comes from an ironbark tree that is ironwood tree that is currently being protected by his shrine here in Thundertree, and that's one of the goals the group has come here for, is to clear that out in hopes of resurrection for Gundren, who had hired them to do a job, and now they've gone on this crazy roller coaster following him around.
Who now lies or sits on Tonks's back, dead.
He's got like a dead body backpack.
Yeah, it's rolled up in a nice carpet, and it had gentle repose cast on it, so decomposition has not set in and will not set in for another 5 days, I think, at this point. So the body
It's
is
a really
just,
fat sleeping bag.
yeah, just a really fat sleeping bag. Thankfully, Gundren was not a particularly hardy dwarf, so he's not exactly super heavy either. And Tonk being a large loxodon, pachyderm type animal, this is not such a big deal to just have a lump strapped to his back like that.
Oh yeah. Really?
Don't judge me. Sorry. Things decided to make noise that shouldn't have.
Oh, no worries. So the gang has completed a long rest here in the
Oh, you forgot about Tonk's
Yeah.
vision.
Tonk,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
On the morning of the finality of their long rest, while Tonk prepared his day's ritual for spells, he did experience a vision. It kind of gave him more insight into a mission he is currently on, um, perhaps, and he witnessed a Loxodon clad in silver dragon armor fleeing from a battle. What that
We
means,
can leave it there.
Tonk probably has an idea what that means, but beyond that, nobody obviously knows that this stream occurred. So, with that, the morning has come. The gang has gathered together. Criella has prepared her magic, and in doing so in front of the kobolds, one of the kobolds revealed, Ego noticed the staff that Criella wears and went, why do you have his staff? Why do you, sorry, right? That's terrible. God, I'm so underprepared tonight, guys.
Oh, this is great though. It makes for good content.
No, it's terrible content. Terrible content. I just totally forgot the guy's name all of a sudden. Why do you have Francis's staff?
But this isn't Francis's staff. How do you know? What do you recognize about it?
Francis has one just like that. Does the same thing. He doesn't have any more though.
Did he lose it?
You can go ask him. And then the kobold begins to move out towards the window and look outside. Fog's lifting.
Hey,
About
little
how much-
guy. When was the last time you saw Francis with his staff? How do you know that it was his?
Oh, that's been a while. He used to come to Thunder Tree.
Maybe it grew out of fashion.
Does he have a new staff?
No.
What do you know about Razabor?
Ooh.
Filthy god of blueskins. Yuck.
Oh.
Maybe the Blueskins stole it from him and 'cause they were using it as a
Ritual?
offering
Yeah.
in a ritual to raise Razabor. I bet Francis will have something to say about that.
Yeah.
Once the fog is ready, we should go and talk to him.
Yeah, I'm ready to cruise.
Anybody?
Yeah.
Anybody know how much longer it's going to be till the fog is lifted?
Morning, right?
He said it's almost lifted.
Man, you can see it's still out there.
Is it-
Okay.
It's not really thick, though. It might
Can
be
I-
okay.
Can I look out and see if it's like going to be a while or?
Yes.
So the fog itself doesn't really hurt you. It just brings you back to life if you die. So if you don't die, it's fine.
I
Right?
can't see in it either.
We don't go near the fog. I don't know what it does.
I mean, we had a hard time looking through it, so
Mhm.
I would want to wait until we can actually see through it
Sure.
before we head out.
We have to leave Rudolph behind, right?
Yeah.
I kind of.
How much is covering the hole now?
It's making decent progress. It looks like almost a plug has been formed around the hole now.
So if we left him, none of the big spiders.
It doesn't look like the big spiders we get through now.
Maybe this like the medium-sized spiders,
Oh yeah, there's still enough room for them to
Okay.
make their way through.
We shouldn't.
like
leave
the
him
ones that came out of
alone.
the bushes, right?
He can't protect himself.
Right, but we don't know how much longer it's going to take either. I mean, we can wait for the fog and see how much longer he's got. I mean, we can't ask him because he's in trance right now.
No, but we've been able to see how fast it's been going.
Yeah. But didn't he say before he started that we needed to go on and deal with the spiders while he did this? Like, wasn't that the plan?
I mean, what if a spider comes to get him?
Then he'd be defenseless.
That would be a bad idea.
Even the small spiders could harm him a little bit.
That's true.
We can't leave anyway. Not with the fog. Unless we take the tunnel under the bush. Outside the front
Can
door.
I take Gundren off my back and check him?
Sure.
Because what they said about the fog and dead people, and we were in the fog with a dead person on my back.
He didn't die in it, though.
No, he didn't. But neither did those skeletons.
Maybe you should leave him tied up.
That you've been carrying around.
Some
zombie
He's
guns
on
yes.
his back. We just haven't noticed.
I mean, he's wrapped up pretty tight. He could possibly not move.
Yeah.
Maybe check him, but don't unwrap him.
I gotta unwrap him. I mean,
Didn't you, like, did Did you make like a flap over his face so you could just check that instead of unwrapping him all the way?
No, I think we kind of covered him up and then rolled him up and
Yeah, it's my understanding that he's pretty well wrapped up at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, okay, you have fun with that. I'll
yeah, I'm gonna loosen it up a little bit and not unravel him all the way, but see if there's any movement.
Make a medicine check.
I'm scared.
Well, that's a natural 1 for a 5.
There's no movement.
Hmm.
Yes, Erica.
We forgot to roll a cat save.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, no!
I didn't want to interrupt.
I think it's
Always interrupt for that one.
I forgot.
Did you roll it last time?
Yeah, I rolled it last time.
Then it's my turn! Oh no, which dice do I want to be hateful to us tonight?
Give me that D20.
That's a 15.
We have a tabby cat follows you around and eats anything edible.
Sweet.
It's situational player cues, so it's just a little friend that comes with us. Maybe he wandered out from somewhere.
Would it be a cat
No, I'm
each?
serious. Don't
It's-
do that.
It's
Whomever fails it.
Can see
we
it?
got-
See, we need to think these rules through.
I think it's there, so if 3 of us roll it, then 3 stray cats run out
Read-
from under a bush or something.
Just
Go ahead and
show
read the cat save rule to me real quick.
A tabby cat follows you and eats anything edible. It's a situational player cue. Failed cat save, 1 through 5.
I think the tabby follows regardless. Like, I think that if anybody in the group fails the cat save, there is a tabby following you guys.
So that many that fail.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's just
Oh,
It's
there's
just
a
one.
group cat.
Just one
it's
cat.
a group cat
Okay.
shows up. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We could have a cat horde.
No, because like I think the point of this one was simply just it has a higher percentage of happening because there's more of you.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I like
So
that.
this
I
would be
just
like
wanted
the
to
1 through
clarify
5.
that.
I mean, it'd be a little ridiculous for there to be,
I'll
5
add
or
a
6
note.
cats following us around.
No, it wouldn't.
Eating anything edible.
Would it be Missy? Would that be ridiculous?
It's
I
yeah,
mean,
it's just
it's
it's
all right,
essentially that
but ridiculous.
it would be really great if one of you had some lasagna on you.
I mean,
One of
I
us
do
could have
a little bit of
lasagna.
everything in my bag, so
Well, she already summoned bacon this morning. So.
right.
I know.
There's always tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll just have to make sure you sleep again today. All right. So now with that out of the way, you guys kind of just peter on for a little bit around here, watching Readoff make progress, and a short time later, you
Before
notice
we
that
move
like
on, can I ask the group for something?
What you need?
Does anybody have rubies by any chance?
what do you need rubies for?
I had a dream last night about.
Were there munchkins and cupcakes?
Was it a good dream?
It was an insightful dream.
Did you find
I've
your second
been-
trunk?
Sure. That I've had this mission I've been searching out for, and these dreams come to me every once in a while. And this one had another Loxodon. That's me, by the way, if you didn't know that.
Another.
Loxodon.
Oh, so another one of you?
Yeah, another one of me.
So
Was it your
another
brother?
Tonk or another
No,
Loxodon?
it was somebody else.
Oh, somebody else. Okay.
And they were holding a torch that the light didn't go out on, and I'm taking that as a clue to maybe I need one.
A torch.
And
A torch that the light cannot go out on.
you need the rubies for this?
I need 50 gold pieces worth of rubies
Wow.
I see.
ground down into dust.
I see.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of
And I was
rubies.
just
mean-
curious. I'll buy them off of you.
I have all kinds of things in my bag. Let me check. Excuse me, Mr. DM. I have a question. Actually, I have
Yes,
two
ma'am.
questions. I have 2 questions for you. Number one, are the ruby earrings I found 50 gold worth of rubies
Um,
that I pocketed and no one else knows about?
Did you show us the earrings?
No.
Mm-mm.
no, she never did. I'm
She
trying to
does
remember
never
if you
shows us anything
rolled,
if she can get away with it.
if you rolled on that or not already. I can't remember if you did. Um,
I
Is
don't
it in
know.
your?
I
so
don't
go ahead
have
and make. Let's see. I'm trying to think what would be like the appropriate skill for a commerce check. Um,
Survival. Because she
In her
survived on the
case,
streets.
yeah.
Oh, God.
actually, yeah, I think in this.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a fantastic point, Josh.
It's gonna be horrible because my wisdom is horrible, but
Well,
okay, I'll do
so-
it. And
Either history or survival. Because history would be like the straight up like book
They're the same
knowledge.
for her, I think.
okay, so if we're going with history, that's a 2. If we're going with survival, that's a 4.
Okay. You have no idea what the value of the red stoned earrings you have are.
Sweet. Okay. So, second question, because I have lots of questions. I also have noted that I have small reddish stones, but I never even had a chance to ask what they were. So,
Sure.
You know you
Are
can
they-
cuss. This is an adult
Are
stream.
they? Shut your face. Are they? Are they rubies? Are they just little red stones? Do I know?
Go ahead and make a geologist check, but
Geologist?
nature.
Well,
Okay,
Nature?
geologist check. I like that. I'm
Yeah?
gonna be a geologist.
sure, or intelligence. See?
I swear, I'm gonna throw every fucking dice I have in the trash.
Maybe you
That's a
should just
warning.
re-roll this same.
That is a warning for you. All of you are going in the trash if you don't stop
I
behaving.
can feel them quivering from here.
Not even jail.
I
Trash.
hear them rattling
Okay, so-
against each other.
Yeah. So what kind of check was that?
nature.
Nature. Well, fuck. That's a 2.
Ouch.
Um,
Ouch.
It, so are you gonna pull them out and examine these things, or are you just recalling
I
the
mean-
information?
I mean, I'm trying to remember, without necessarily saying anything, but I don't know what they are, so I'm kind of.
I would say that you would know. You have a decent enough memory for like things you've pilfered. So I would say with that information, what you would be able to like recall just on the like whim of thinking about this before you actually like pull things out and start examining it, you do remember that they were like the random stones that you had, not the earrings. They were actually more like rocks, like polished stone, whereas the gem that is in the earrings is actually like a gemstone, like a precious gem,
Okay.
crystal-y in nature.
Okay. So.
How would you describe that?
Like the difference between a.
The way you just did.
Okay.
A rock
I
and a
thought that was
gem.
yeah, like an uncut
The 3 C's. Duh.
rock versus a cut gemstone that's been set in.
And in between, we have a
Yeah.
cabochon.
I have no fucking idea what that is.
Okay, you don't need to know.
It's
I don't
polished
know.
rock.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or a
So-
raw but shaped gem.
I'm
It's in the middle.
going to.
Big words.
I'm going to very deeply sigh, and then hand Tonk the small box that contains the ruby earrings. I have these. I don't know if it's what you need or not.
Wow, those are really pretty.
It looks like you don't want to part with them.
It's okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
I've never seen you wear those. You should wear those. They're pretty.
Wait. Why? Hold on.
Does she
don't
have
know.
ears?
I don't know if I even have.
Do I
ears.
have
I
ears?
don't think you do.
I'm looking at my mini. I'm like, I
Shoot.
don't know if I have those kind of ears or not.
Dragonborn in the player's handbook. Yes,
I've-
they are.
I've
I
Yes,
don't
they
think
are.
they do.
I've never worn earrings, so it would be like a new thing for me. You know.
You just get your eyebrow pierced and just wear it.
I could just get a piece right here. And...
Dangle it off your lips.
Yeah.
You could, off of like one of these flaps.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, totally. I'll have to look into that. As
Pierce
of
your
right
flap.
now, I got nothing.
I'll just open up the box and I don't think
I mean, if you can't use them, I want them back, obviously. But, you know.
Well, we'll have to see how much they're worth.
I don't know. I couldn't tell. It's been a while since I dealt
Does
with
anybody
gems.
know anything about gems? Kobolds?
Oh, shiny rocks.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Do you have
We
any
find
more of these?
shiny rocks all the time.
Do you have
Any
any
red
more of these
ones?
colors?
Maybe if you kill the spider, you can go get them
Where are they at?
Spider steal them.
in the cave.
Oh, you find them while you're digging?
Yeah, of course. All sorts of things down there while we dig.
You leave them down there?
What am I gonna do with it?
Oh.
Trade for better things.
Where are you
I'm
putting
not a-
the dirt
I'm
that
not
you
a
pull out of the
trader.
ground? When you take the dirt out of the hole in the house, where do you dump it?
Oh, we've been dumping it out of the forest.
So there might be some in the forest.
Maybe.
I mean, it's not. I don't need it right now.
But, I mean, if it's there...
But we got better prime missions to do than
Tonk,
me finding a
did you
ruby to cast a spell.
recognize the other Loxodon? Was he someone you knew?
Not really. There's not many of us, but I didn't recognize him.
Was he like a Loxodon symbol or god that we don't know?
No, he just looked like a warrior
He just had
wearing
a
some
cool
armor.
accessory that we
He
might
was
need.
wearing. It was white, correct? White armor.
His armor
Yeah.
was like a dull silver color,
Dull silver.
like kind of like that unpolished iron look.
Okay. And he had a torch, and he walked through a wall.
Walk through a wall?
Yeah.
That's weird. Don't forget to put those in your bag so you don't lose them. Because if you end up not needing them, I would like them back.
I mean, you can hold on to them.
But if I hold on to them, I may not give them back to you. So you
This
keep
is a
them for now.
one-time possible
I'm
transaction.
being perfectly honest here. I might lie and say that I lost them because, you know, they might be worth money. So you hold on to them for
Or
now.
money.
Just put them in your bag.
Okay.
And if you can't use them, then later you can give them back to me. And I'll act surprised and we'll pretend it's my birthday. Or something.
Okay. I will put them in my bag then. And see if the fog is lifted.
While this is happening, like as this conversation comes to a conclusion, you start seeing Redoth begin to like slowly move around, and like he drops his shoulders down, and his hands come down to his side, and kind of drops down forward for a second, and then kind of dusts off his thighs, and looks around the room. The worst of it's done.
You look pretty exhausted.
That's a good word for it.
I mean, we're going to have to head out and kind of scope out around town if you want to stay here. And
I think that's for the best. It looks like the floor will it will just continue at this point. So I think my involvement with this is completed. But I'm no shape to be going anywhere at the moment.
I think it'd be for the best to keep at least somebody in here so they can re-barricade the door.
I can do that. Then I'll probably take up post in one of the small rooms. And if I get into trouble, I'll just simply turn into an eagle and fly away or something.
Fly up and find us.
Sounds like a plan.
I give
He
him one of
wasn't
my
awake
peppermints, so he has
when I
some
used
sugar.
my staff earlier, right?
No, you're still deep in trance when you use the step.
So I pull out the staff.
And also, Redoff holds out his hand as Arvita gives him the peppermint and goes, "Oh, this, yes, thank you. Very good."
You look better already.
Do you recognize this staff, Rita?
No.
Okay. Sildar, there, at the town. He says it belongs to Honoro, the man who was supposed to come to town and help. But they say that it belongs to Francis. So we might be in big trouble. If this could be
Francis, the person that told them to dig.
Yes.
And what is your intentions?
With what? What to do with the staff?
Yeah, are you gonna go ask Francis why you have his staff if the kobold says it's his staff?
I'm gonna ask Francis how he came across it. If it ever was his.
We were told it was somebody else's. Or at least it belonged to someone of a different name.
I see.
I mean,
Well-
maybe Francis is Inaro's first name, or Inaro is Francis's first name, or something weird. I don't know. Maybe he has different names in different places.
Your guess is as good as mine.
All I'm saying is be careful while we're not here. There seems to be something bigger afoot.
Isn't there always? Okay, I will keep my eyes out. Thank you, Arvita. This tastes lovely.
Oh, you're welcome. You look like you needed the sugar. Really, I was just kind of trying to butter you up. Something funny happened yesterday, and I was meaning to ask you about it, but protecting the area seemed like a priority at the time. And then you were kind of in a trance for a long time, and I talked to your body, but it didn't respond. And I understand. It's not that you don't like me or anything. It was just, you were in a trance, and we've all been there. Sometimes you can't hear the other. Anyway, so this thing that happened yesterday, we were approaching the house, and I got this really funny, warm, butterfly-y feeling. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I started to glow. Everything about me started to glow, all different colors. It went haywire, and that's never happened before. That happens to you ever?
No, but I'm not particularly surprised.
Okay, I just figured I'd ask.
Was there some sort of catalyst for the event?
Well, we were pretty exhausted. We had just kind of fought our way here. And then we were trying really hard to look around the tavern to see if it was safe. And there's that creepy hole. And I don't know, everyone was just trying to figure out what was going on and whether the place was safe or not. And I couldn't see much, but I felt a lot. I felt a lot of things. Lots of things. All the things, actually. And it was really confusing and overwhelming and colorful.
It's not I'm not learned in the deeper parts of arcane magic, but if I had to take a guess, I would say that everything you're experiencing, the Fae is touching you. The Fae wild, that is. So You seem to have some abilities that you didn't learn. They weren't trained. They're simply just coming through you. Perhaps the Feywild wants to express itself through you.
So I should let it?
Given the fact that Maliki has chosen you is seems reasonable. Maybe the next time this happens, try to focus. Figure out what the sensation is trying to tell you about. Maybe a bit of meditation? Do you know how to meditate at all?
Yeah, yeah.
I think she probably needs you to show her.
What?
Little
I'd be
little one-on-one meditation session, if you know what I mean.
Private.
would be
Yeah.
more than
Private.
happy to. Maybe not right this moment, but
Now's not the time.
I would be happy to. But just calm your mind and think clearly, as clearly as you can. Don't be frightened by it. You've been chosen for something, so we just have to trust in Maliki.
Okay. Good advice. We shall meditate later.
I look forward to it.
Thank you, Ermi.
And would it be? I'm just gonna leave Gundren here if that's
It's
okay with you.
a safe
No.
place.
Sure.
It's getting a little heavy just lugging him around everywhere.
And we don't want to put him at risk unnecessarily.
I like it. Um,
Dot dot dot.
but if I'm to flee, I don't think I can carry him.
This is
There
true.
is maybe something else we could do, and I would not suggest this lightly, but we've already gone this far. In all honesty, I don't need his entire body to perform the ritual.
Oh
I
gosh.
only- I need but a piece.
What piece?
Anything
How-
will do.
How big of a piece?
I vote
Well-
let's
well, I was just
Ermi
gonna
picks
say,
the piece.
if we're simply just trying to not have you lug around a whole body, here is a perfectly fine place to store that. But on the off chance that something were to happen to me, a failsafe, perhaps you take a finger.
What if we all took a finger? That way, if something happened to any of us, it would be spread out.
But if we were to bring his body, I don't. Would the fingers?
I call the
Return?
11th finger.
Well, I don't need his body so much as a representation of what he was. The ritual we will be performing, it's ooh, I did not intentionally not divulge this previously, but there's no guarantee he will come back as a dwarf either.
Wait, so you're not gonna like bring his spirit back to his body?
think it's
No, we will be asking Maliki to provide us a new body, a new vessel for his spirit.
Oh, so is she just gonna like create something out of thin air, or is somebody else gonna have to die?
If we are in her favor, yes.
What if we had a body?
It does not matter.
Would we be able
Resurrection,
to?
with what we are going to be doing, it is not the standard resurrection. So we are performing something a little different than that. But that is not resurrection is not magic I do. It is
I meant
out of
like,
my
what
realm.
if we had another host body?
We wouldn't. This is
Would
not
not.
like lichdom we are speaking of. So we are simply creating a whole new vessel for him, and whatever Maliki deems worthy a vessel, that's what she will provide us with.
So he could be a
you-
frog.
You need not worry about the vessel. That will be provided upon completion of the spell. That's part of what the reagents we're seeking will do for us.
Okay.
But like,
That's why we
Maliki's not
need
gonna.
powerful things.
Okay, but Maliki's not gonna like kill somebody else.
No,
put
no,
guns
not at
in.
all.
Oh, okay.
It will be quite odd if you've never seen it before, but a body will simply sprout forth from the trees and be whatever it is Maliki deems necessary.
Would Tonk have ever seen anything like that?
I imagine he probably would have at least heard of it, at the very least. That is something that does exist. This is like higher level magic we're talking about, but definitely not the top tier stuff. So, like, yeah, you've probably heard that this exists in the world.
Wow.
And you said it's not resurrection per se.
No, it's not resurrection.
It sounds more like reincarnation.
There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Yes.
He could come back as a bat.
I think it's gotta be.
We have to be able to communicate with it.
It will be a suitable vessel, and
Yeah,
if
it's not gonna.
Maliki provides it, then it is an acceptable vessel.
Maybe it'll be a unicorn.
I don't think he'll be coming back as a unicorn.
Oh, okay.
As awesome as that might be,
Okay, well then it might be a better
could you
idea.
imagine that? The dwarf becoming your mount?
Oh my.
Oh. Okay, that's too much for me. I must go meditate deeper now.
So are we gonna cut finger off of him?
Does it work with hair?
Before we
Could I
leave?
just take like one of his ponytails?
It needs to be a bit more substantial.
Okay.
I mean, by all means, if it's gonna if we don't need his body anyways, then I don't see why
it's a worthwhile gesture to respect the dead. So I mean, should our ritual not work, then we will make sure we bury him properly. But if our ritual works, this body is useless to him.
It just feels
Then-
weird.
Is
cutting
it
off
toe
his
enough?
fingers.
I guess I should have mentioned that before, but it seemed weird to simply just start removing body parts for no reason.
Yeah.
Is a toe enough?
Oh yes.
I'll walk over and unwrap his feet, and I'll cut off a toe.
Ooh. She's
With
so
my dagger.
hooked.
Yeah. And you guys notice like
Decisive
some.
Creola.
Go ahead and roll a medicine check for me, Creole.
Aw. That was my good dice. Come back here.
Oh, it went on a trip.
It did. Deferred.
15.
15, yeah. You guys watched with like expert, skilled precision. She just like it's not like a hack and slash. It's a really gentle like. She has done this before. You can tell that she has removed a body part from a body before, and it's perfectly evident in the skilled craftsmanship as she does this.
Should we take more than one piece?
Scoot the skin
Just to-
back.
I think Arvita kind of said something about.
I mean, I was kind of kidding.
Each of us.
It's very real
Yeah.
now that Creola's actually doing it.
I don't think that we decided on it though. I mean,
You guys
I
want
don't
a
care.
toe? Here's a toe.
I'm
I'm
kind of
sure.
good. Don't eat it.
I'm not gonna eat it.
This is
I knew the
Gundren.
guy. I don't
This
eat
was once
people I
our boss.
know. Okay, I'm gonna take the toe and put
I
it in
never
my
know.
bag, not in the same pocket with the bacon, because that's wrong. It will go in the other side.
I mean, I'll take
Right.
Anybody
Up on a
else
piece
want a
of
toe?
I'll take one because it makes sense to split up the resources. But Creola, how do you know? You look like you've done this before. How
Yeah.
many toes have you cut off?
Oh. How many animals were in camp
What?
that died? I don't cut off potato.
I don't think
Same
I
thing.
ever parts off of things. I just ate the whole thing.
Okay.
I mean, if she's studying animals, I would assume you'd have to open them up
Yeah.
and take parts, and
I like
gotta get
cut
good at
them
cutting stuff.
apart and learned about them and
Did you
see
ever
how things
put them back
fit
together?
together. I'm still learning that stuff. I'm working on it. I almost have it figured out.
Oh, cool.
Anime Dead's next level.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
You guys will have a real necromancer
I
on your
will
hands.
not take a toe. By the way.
I'm taking
Okay.
one, but like I'm not happy about it. It perturbs me, but I know it's the right thing to do just in case.
And due to the spell that was cast on the body, the parts themselves, like there's no blood, there's no excessive gore. It's simply a post-mortem toe removal. Simple, easy.
I'm
And
so sorry, Gundren. I'm so sorry.
so Redoth kind of begins to sit down on the floor and just like he's just kind of there.
I'll start removing the barricade.
Okay. A few minutes later, you guys have removed the majority of stuff on the barricade, and you can open the door and begin to walk outside. The mist is completely gone. There's not even that like marine layer residue left or anything like that. It seems fairly normal. The sun is not low. It has been a few hours that have passed since sunrise. Not quite noon, but you see that things look okay at the moment.
Are the kobolds following us? Or are they
Mhm.
staying?
Yeah, they're kind of like, all right, go to Francis.
Let's go to
Um,
Francis.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Which way?
You guys gonna watch our backs, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, like, kind of direct us towards which way, we can kind of surround you if you want.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You guys, should
Why?
we talk about what we're gonna talk to Francis about?
We
We'll
want
wing
to
it.
know
Okay.
why he's here and how did he why is he working with the dragons and
How do you know about the dragon?
And is
how
Sildar
does he
in on it?
communicate? And if this is his staff, then where did he get it from? Has he always had it?
And who's Inaru?
Or
Yeah.
Anaro is Sildar's friend.
I would probably
Sildar's
ask him
person.
if Francis and Inaro are the same person.
I wouldn't word it that way, but
Like, dude, what's your full name? Or something.
Have you ever gone by the name of... Do you know somebody named Sildar? Do you know somebody named Sildar? Does it sound like I know what I'm talking about? I'm an interrogator.
You're pretty intimidating.
Maybe you guys should do it.
Maybe.
I mean, I think we have a few questions we want to ask, at least.
Okay.
So you guys begin to make your way out of ye old prancing pony.
The Prancing Pony.
Was that the name of it?
No. No, the signage
burning
is so
pony.
destroyed you don't. Yeah, the burning pony.
It is
Exactly.
now.
You have no idea what it might have been called. The prancing pony was a.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
We can't reference that. Shh. Shh. Loader.
We're not the ones that referenced it.
Loaf of the Rings. Loaf of the Rings.
What? Loaf of the so you guys begin to wander through Thunder Tree. Same thing. It's kind of got that like mushy, mossy, coating on everything. It almost feels swampy more than it does like foresty. Uh, so I'm assuming that's our order. We got Tonk up front, flanking the kobolds, Criella, Arvita, and then Ermi in the rear.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Okay. So
I would like to
Tom,
stay
go
away
ahead.
from trees and bushes, please. As much as I
Trees
can.
and bushes.
I
It
wanna keep an eye
seems, yeah, like even there's no real clear path. You can tell that there were paths at one point, but even what is a path has like not necessarily like trees growing out of the middle of the path or anything like that, but a lot of shrubbery and bushes kind of branching up against it. And even in some areas, it's just like a pile of like clover type things, but they look like dead and decayed. And so, like,
So is the grass swamp like too, or is it more
yes.
crunchy?
No, everything's kind of just soft and mushy. It's like
Okay.
walking on mashed potatoes.
This is really gross. Is it?
Ermi with her bare feet probably is getting a full sensory experience here.
Does it make it difficult to move through?
No, it's not deep. It's like that thick of the topsoil is just this gross mush. Yeah,
I don't
you know,
mind it.
like that little bit of mud,
Mm-hmm.
like when there's just enough mud where your foot kind of falls out from you as you're walking, but not like enough where you really lose your traction. As long as you're,
Right between your toes.
yeah,
I don't
or
mind
like
it.
dog poop.
That's gross.
Yeah, it's like that. More like dog poop because it does smell as you walk. It's pretty gross.
Okay,
Pretty
I'm
gross.
less okay with it now.
Oh, go ahead and make a perception check.
It's natural 20, 24.
24. You do see, like, as you're walking, you can see, obviously, the tower in the middle of town. And you can see kind of the backside of this really large building. It's a two-story building. It's mostly stone in its construction. It looks fairly well built. Kind of fits what you're looking for. It's still probably about 400 feet away from you at this point, but so you got a little ways to go. As you're walking, you begin to hear some rustling in some of the nearby bushes off to the south of you, basically. You're heading, like, kind of right towards this area.
Can I see what the kobolds are doing? Arvita's gonna look at the kobolds and see how they respond.
They don't hear anything.
They don't.
Oh, what would it be? The left or right side of?
Off to, from where you guys are, the right side.
The right side. I'll stop and kind of motion towards the bush, and I'll turn around quietly, just say there's movement in the bush up there. I don't know if we want to try to avoid it as much as we can.
Yes.
Let's go the other way. Let's go to this
Do
way.
we take a wide berth around it?
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely attempt that. And go ahead and make stealth rolls for it.
I'm gonna use inspiration on that one.
14.
That's not any better.
Irish fan, I love your idea. We'll see what happens.
I have an 11.
22.
Nice.
10.
Creola.
14.
Okay. So you guys begin to pivot and slowly walk away. I guess I should roll for the cope. We'll see how bad they. Oh, jeez. 20 and an 18. They're doing so good. Because they're just kind of following your guys' lead. And as you guys begin to kind of walk away, you see that, like, through the branches, these beings begin to just kind of part the branches and continue walking forward. They're very humanoid looking in nature, but you can tell that like their limbs have like bits of wood growing out of it. There's like parts of the shrub attached to them. It looks like these people are kind of just growing into plants, these husks of what used to remain as bodies. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Ah! They remind me of like the stone men in Game of Thrones, but plants instead.
A little bit. You're not.
Roll initiative. Crap.
I want you to gaze at your attacker for a moment.
It's 5 of them came out.
Yes.
Okay.
And like you can tell that they were kind of moving through the bushes behind them. Like, you know, I don't have enough, can't litter the entire board with stuff, but you know, just I guess we can put multiples of these out now that you know where the threats came from. Something like that. Hey, guess what? That's cat save.
What? Oh, we didn't
We
get
didn't
to
see
see it.
Doesn't
He
count.
knocked over Ermi.
Well, that's a good view right there.
That's Arvita or Criella that got knocked
Oh,
over.
yeah.
Okay.
Of
D20
course.
to see if we get
Of
a tabby
course.
friend.
Don't forget your initiative numbers either, please.
I rolled a
Cat.
17 on the cat save. I got 16 for initiative.
I got a 1 on the cat save. And I'm a halfling and could re-roll it, but I'm not gonna.
No, remember cat saves don't get that.
Oh, okay. Then, well, that works.
I have a cat.
I got 19 on save.
Yeah, 8 on the save.
Okay, and what did everybody get for their initiative? I
17.
got Hermes.
17.
What was that, Tonk?
17.
Okay, Tonk and Arvita are 17. Decide who's going first.
Tonk's first, he's in front of me and he was checking things.
6 for initiative. They surprised me.
So, Arvita needs to know,
Oh gosh.
meaning Erica
Earthquake.
needs to know.
No, I just started. I was like, she means
Sorry.
me. I get my pen.
Arvita, Ermi, Criella. So we can have our fancy stuff.
Thank you. Initiative with
The kobolds rolled a 2.
creepy tree people.
That's about right.
I mean, doesn't surprise me any.
That they rolled that bad?
Yeah.
No,
Not
they're
a surprise.
little chickens anyway.
Even I thought they had good decks.
Well, they rolled a 2 though, so I think even with their whatever their, I don't have it in front of me at this second. We'll get it when it matters, if it matters. We'll see. Okay, Tonk, you're up. You see these gross tree men walking out of the bush.
Does it look like they've noticed us, or are they just walking out?
Yes.
I would like to. I'm gonna sacred flame the furthest one to the north there.
Okay. That one.
Yeah,
Okay.
deck save.
And deck save.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna be a save. I rolled a 19.
Cool. And I will move 10 feet to the left a little bit. Kind of parallel with the guy I was shooting at. Yeah.
Might have been a little more than 10 feet, sorry.
That's fine. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Ermi. I'm sorry, not Ermi. Arvita.
Me. They're super gross. I think I'm gonna run at the one I can get to the closest and use my charger feet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull out Talon and charge that guy. So I get a bonus action attack. That is a 15 to hit.
That is.
Awesome. And then with Talon, a 0 on a D10.
Yeah, so that's 10.
That's a 10.
Max
Okay.
damage.
Okay, so that's a 10 plus 5 for the charger, so that's 15. And I'm not raging or anything.
Okay, 15 points of damage. Plus your modifier.
So that's
So it's 3?
Yep. So 18.
18 points of damage. You come rushing in and hack away at it and shove on it as you shove your sword into it. And as you cut deep into the torso of this creature, where you would expect blood to begin oozing out of the wound, it is instead this black ichor. And it just kind of begins to pool down it, almost like a tarry substance, as it drips down on it.
Gross.
And the creature doesn't really make a reactionary noise to this or anything.
I get to attack again. Because that was my bonus action.
So if I remember Charger correctly, is you have to dash.
When taking... Yes, sorry, my bad. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
I
what
took
you
the dash
could do,
action.
yeah. So what you could do if you wanted to, because you now have a shitload of movement left over, because you only went 5, 10, 15. You only went like 15 feet. Well, you could also back up. You would take an attack of opportunity from the one guy you hit, but it would put you in a position for next turn. If you wanted to charge again, you could.
That +5 is nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
it's really nice.
I'm gonna do it.
Because, like, also think about it too. If you stay still, they're all gonna swarm you anyways.
Yep,
So getting away is a okay option too.
I see that gross tar, and I'm like, ew, 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 and I run.
So he swings at you with some of these tree branches as you move backwards. I don't know that I'll hit 15.
I'm a 15.
Oh, he does catch you. You take
Find me
3
some
points
+1
of
gear.
damage.
Ow!
I think it's still totally worth the.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
now you're in a position where you could do this again if you wanted to. So, and you hit him real hard. So, okay. Ermi is up.
I don't know. How far away from them am I?
I was just thinking about that. What I should do is lay out. I don't know if that ruins immersion. That's 6 inches.
I mean,
If that helps at all.
It doesn't tell me anything because Ermi's kind of like Missy. She doesn't understand how this works. I know I have
Oh.
30 feet movement.
So
I
you-
don't know
you're-
what that translates into.
Yeah, sure. You're.
an inch is
Oh,
5.
no.
6 inches is 30 feet.
I know. I'm
Okay.
trying to put. So that's 30 feet from you.
Hey, what's up?
Okay.
So you can get in a range with like 3 of them.
I was thinking about going on the end of the row of them. Maybe, yeah,
That's the one that Arvita just tore into.
Kill it.
Okay.
Kill it.
I would like to do that. I would like to go there, and then I'm going to turn to, like, I'm going to face him, and I'm going to breathe fire at those 4 motherfuckers.
Very nice. Okay, so yeah,
Next
you will catch all 4 of them. So go ahead and tell me what I gotta do because I know I gotta do stuff.
It's it is a 5-foot by 30-foot line. It's a dex save, DC
Dex save.
11.
Okay, so dex save incoming. First guy, he makes it, but it's probably not gonna matter because even half damage on this is probably gonna do it because she hit it real hard. Next guy, nope, that fails. Next guy fails, and a failure. So
Woo!
the only one that saved was the one that is pretty chopped up.
Okay, so I mean it's only 5 points of damage,
Okay,
but
so the one in front falls to the ground, and you see him just kind of clawing across the ground. And he continues to claw at the ground. And then the other three have taken 5 points of damage. So singeing some of their bark, but it doesn't look like the one that got hit, or that the one that fell to the floor, has stopped moving. He seems like he's still kind of crawling towards you.
Gross, like the zombie from Walking Dead, episode 1.
I haven't seen that in forever.
The
Right.
girl on the bike, or
okay.
he was on a bike.
Yeah.
But yes, it is definitely not dead.
Okay.
That looked cool, Irby.
That's pretty much all I can do right now.
You still have your bonus action
Yeah, but
since
I
you're a
used,
rogue.
I used all my movement.
Yeah, but oh yeah, you did use all of your movement. Yeah,
If
well
I-
you
but
could
If
you
I
could
bonus
dash.
Okay, so if I bonus action dash, then I could get away from them.
Yeah, and I don't know that you would know this, like that they only have one reaction, but it already did take its reaction. So if you did dash away from it,
Oh, no,
that
this
one's
one.
not going to attack you.
I wouldn't know that, so but I would weigh the options and I'd be like, yeah, I kind of knocked this guy down. I don't think he'll get me. Yeah, I would bonus action dash and move, like, I don't know, 10 feet away or something, so I'm out of reach.
Kind of following Arvita, retreating
That
backwards.
was really cool,
Okay.
Irby.
Unfortunately, I have to rest before I can do it again.
It looked like he
The
used a
one
lot
slowly
of energy.
crawls and comes towards you.
Ooh. Look
And another
out.
one comes near you. And the one that crawled at you, he swings his hands at you, and that's a 19. So I think that does hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
And you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as he smashes you with his treed hands. The one next to him, you see as it's coming rushing at you, its hands extend out and these like viney whips come off of his hands, and he comes and hugs you and begins to wrap them around you. This is going to be a competing athletics check.
We're not friends. Get the fuck off me.
Bad touch.
17.
17. And you kind of duck out of the way underneath the hug, and he just kind of like goes too high and wraps around on top of you. Let's. I'm gonna move real quick. What?
So, Lord.
Okay, another one is gonna try that again. Herbie.
Of course he is.
Oh no, oh no. Tree people.
You gotta
What'd you roll?
I fell asleep there for a second.
No,
Sorry.
you're okay.
I forgot I had to roll. 17.
17. Once again, as he comes in to hug, another kind of juke underneath it, and he hugs too high and misses entirely. Arvita, one attempts to hug you with these gross plant arms of him.
I'll
Okay,
better watch
that dice
out.
is getting retired. You don't even need to roll because you're going to win this one, since you can't roll less than me on that one. So he just kind of stumbles, and the tree arms just kind of like slap you across your chest, but it doesn't even hurt.
These trees are funny.
I rolled 3 2s in a row.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, keep those dice around.
No, that one's getting retired for now.
Will you
We'll come back to
continue
it later.
use those?
Mm-hmm.
I honestly should. What's my green dice? That's the zombie dice. I always
Oh,
roll that
yeah.
one for zombies. So
I
yeah.
pick my dice colors based on the character I'm playing too. It's all pinks and purples.
Well, okay. Here's the reverse side of it. So somebody go ahead and roll one for the kobold for me. Let's see what happens.
Not me.
Okay.
Somebody roll a d20. Okay, Ermi will get it.
14.
14. You see this plant creature full force just tackles the kobold and drops him to the floor.
Oh
And
no.
as he does, you see that like the head didn't really have facial features, but a section of what should be like where the mouth is begins to open up, and you watch as this black ichor begins to fall out of the tree's mouth into the kobold's mouth.
Choke on
That's
its
not
scum.
good.
Oh god.
I mean, someone help that guy.
And just for the record, that is Ego who is currently being
Ego!
treed.
Does he still smell like my poop?
Probably. They all
Okay,
did.
that's it, people. So next up is Criella.
Oh man, get
How
that
much-
toe removing knife ready, Criella.
You hear the gurgling of Ego.
How much do I hate Ego? Okay. I see Ego fall over, and I'm like, God dang it, Sus free, and I cast chill touch on the dude that is on top of Ego.
Okay. Was that a hit? A roll
Um,
ticket?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not trying really hard currently because that is a 7.
7.
You didn't really
And
want to help
the-
Ego.
As you fire the you said chill touch?
Yeah.
So as you fire the this
It's
is necrotic,
necrotic,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
This like black tendril comes off of Criella's hand, and just you see it just kind of miss across the top of the
Skitters
tree,
off of-
and some moss gets blown off of it, but yeah, didn't seem like it.
Maybe we should help him, and I'm gonna step away from the bad guys.
Okay, next up is the kobolds. So he Ego is gonna attempt to break out of this, and he fails. You see him just like underneath, just like trying to move and trying to get out from underneath it. Zub swings his short sword at the tree and misses with a wild swing. I should have rolled a different dice because I rolled a 2 again with the same
Jeez.
dice. The dice is on fire for 2s tonight. Okay, Tonk, you are up.
Can I get in between the one that's on Ego and in front of Arvita?
Yeah, you'd be able to get into there. Just barely, I'm pretty sure, but
Why is
yeah.
everyone helping Ego? Ermi needs help too.
I'm fine.
And yeah, let me help Ego.
Okay. Are you going to attack the plant
Yeah.
zombie or
Yeah,
attack the plant zombie?
yeah.
Go for it. It is prone. Oh,
So is
shit.
that
Zub would have had advantage. Zub hits.
okay?
Oh sweet.
Woohoo! You go,
And
little buddy.
does 4 points of damage. So a few branches get chopped off from Zub doing that.
So I would get advantage as well.
Yes.
Okay. Hopefully I'll need it. That is. Ugh. I don't think that's gonna help. That's a 13 to hit.
13 does hit.
Ooh.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Okay. Arvita.
I'm going to rage
Okay.
because there's still 4 standing.
There's still 5 alive.
Yeah. So I rage.
Imbibing the unicorn's power, Arvita lets out a furious howl.
Furious May.
Fuck yeah.
Furious neigh. Yeah.
Or something of such. A beam of bright pink light erupts from my chest in a 5-foot wide, 60-foot long line.
Oh, dang.
And luckily, I was facing myself to charge these fuckers. Anyone in that line must survive a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage and is blinded until their next turn.
So correct me if I'm wrong. It says everybody, correct?
Correct.
So here's how we'll do this, because you technically didn't move before you did this, but you can turn in like Care Bear stare beam it.
That's
So
what I was
you
calling
can
it,
hit-
my character.
So you can hit 2 without hitting Ermi,
Yeah.
or you can hit 4 and still, but you would catch Ermi as well.
Ermi would be blinded. You'd be blinded. You'd be blinded.
Is it automatic blinded, or do they have to save?
You have to save. Anyone in it must survive a Constitution save or take 1d6 radiant damage and is blinded until the next turn.
I mean,
So
I can,
she just has to
still
pass a
attack
con
while
save.
I want. It's fine.
4.
What would Arvita do?
What would
Would
I
Arvita
she's
go for
not.
all
She's
4?
not in really good control of this shit. I think she would just fire it at as many as she could. Sadly.
Okay,
think
yep.
so, too.
So
Yeah.
I'm good with that. All 4, so I'll
All
start from
5.
front to back. Yes, all 5. And then Ermi can roll her own. So first one is an 18. Sorry, a 21 technically. One behind him. Oh, well, there we go. There's a 20. That's a fail. There's a 2. Again, another 2. And another 2.
You only had to hit the roll an 11, so.
So 2 pass, 2 fail.
Okay, so I got an 8.
Shit.
Oop.
Okay.
Please don't kill me.
It's 1d6.
Just 1d6,
So the-
it's little. So the ones who fail. Oh, motherfucker, it's 1. But they're blinded.
Where'd everybody go?
Oh no!
What just happened?
The one that was like just kind of squirming along the ground towards Ermi, it like, and then like you just see this black ichor fall on the floor in front of it and just starts like bleeding out of like pores of tree branches and limbs. Okay, and that one
was a
that
bonus
hasn't
action,
taken
right?
damage yet. Yes,
Holy crap.
because that was just you raging.
Holy crap. I'm so sorry, Ermi!
What?
And
you
I
did
s-
this?
I'm swinging my sword as I say it. I'm not looking very hard, but I'm like swinging at the one closest to me.
Okay, yeah.
I don't hit him. 7.
What'd you roll?
7.
What's your total?
I rolled a 5.
Should've
But
been
you have more than a
that,
plus 2.
too.
Oh, when I'm raging, I do. Right?
No,
No.
you should be
Oh,
a
it's
plus
just
7.
6. I'm sorry. It's
Or
11.
5.
It's 6. It's 11.
Perfect.
bad.
There
My
you go.
bad.
That is enough. You hit.
Oh, dang. They have a really low.
Yeah, they're just trees. They don't really have armor.
That's true.
They're like shrubs.
Okay.
Easy to cut.
So this is going to be 1, 2, 10 plus 4. 0, 0.
Oh, So another ridiculous hit
Yeah.
from Arvita. So
Plus
that's a
4
total of
is 14.
14 points of damage. Ooh. You slice into this one again, similar to like how you did the previous one, and you watch Tonk just bash into it and bash off a bunch of limbs. And same thing, you cut so deep it almost bisects it, and the two
So
flaps.
deep I put its ass to sleep.
The, the two flaps kind of
Is this the
separate.
same one? Because I was attacking the one that was on Ego.
Or you were attacking the one on Ego. I apologize.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she hit that one really hard then.
Sorry.
I didn't.
But that actually still was enough because that one got hit by Ermi's breath. So, okay, yeah. So, sorry. Either way, I just miscalculated which one she would have attacked then. So, yes. You watch as, like, the top half of it falls off and the legs, like, crumble to the ground. And the top half continues to kind of witherly grab at the dirt and try to pull itself around without legs.
Do you have the little status rings? Is there
I
a
do.
blinded one?
There is.
I want you to the opportunity to use your toys.
I'm not
If you
sure
can
what
find
did
them.
with them, 'cause they
Oh,
should've
sorry,
been
I didn't
hooked
want to
up.
add complication.
No, you're fine. I was moving things earlier because I had to test something out that I've never tested out before. Okay, I gotta find blinded though.
You have a cool set.
Mhm.
All those colors. It's pretty.
Like, you can actually read too these things, I
Where
think.
did everybody go?
Oh no, Ermi, I'm
It-
so sorry.
Hey, there we go.
Ink between your fingers.
Oh, you can read it. That's nice.
Nice.
So, those two are blinded currently.
I
Shouldn't
can't
there be
read it,
3
but-
blinded?
Yeah.
Two baddies and
n-
Ermi.
No, because the one's dead.
Oh, that's right.
So sorry,
Oh.
not that one.
That's true.
She killed one.
That one's dead.
I love that.
Oh, the one that was crawling the first time, right?
Yes. The first one that she hit really, really hard.
Mm.
So, yeah. Okay. Arvita, are you done now?
I sure am.
Ermi, you're up.
Okay, I can't see, but I've got my dagger in my hand and I'm just gonna swing. I
Yeah.
hope Arvita moves.
Attack with disadvantage. You can swing at the thing in front of you.
I'll move. Don't worry. I hope.
Okay, so with disadvantage, I rolled a 15 and an 18, and I've got +3 to hit, so 18.
Nice.
So that'll hit.
Hits.
Now, is this whatever I'm swinging at in a position that would get me my sneak attack? Probably not.
It's blinded, so it has no idea this attack is coming at it. So I would say that that's a surprise attack. I mean,
Right.
It's a
Lively
surprise
swing
for
you.
both of you.
So it's a surprise
Yeah,
for everyone
exactly.
involved. This is fantastic. Okay, so then we're going to.
I don't know if that's actually how the blind works, but I'm
This is
giving
your
it
game,
right now.
DM.
Okay. So that actually didn't help me that much. It's only 4 points, but
That helped
4 points of
everybody.
damage.
4 points of damage. Okay.
For a blind
Better than
person,
nothing.
good job.
Okay, that would have been a straight roll, by the way, because I just read the fail checks involving sight. Attacks have disadvantage. Enemy attacks have advantage.
Well, no. It still has disadvantage. The enemy attack has advantage. So if somebody is attacking you,
And you are
it would
Right.
be
blind.
advantage.
But I was attacking one that
Oh!
was blinded. That's what
Yeah,
he was saying.
It would have been a straight
Oh,
roll because
yeah,
they're
straight roll.
both
Either way.
Yeah.
blinded.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
E-
funny.
But that's all
Either
it
way.
says.
That's funny.
Well, for my turn, even if it comes up, I will roll with disadvantage because that's what I made you do. You got lucky with both dice being great, but I will still roll with disadvantage, even though we know next time
Right.
it's a straight roll still for both of them.
I love how we
Okay.
challenge the system constantly to the point where we're always learning these little
There's a
rules.
lot of rules.
Hey, man,
It's
I'm totally
Okay.
fine with being corrected when it's not something that's like a situational I'm making a call thing, when it's just a, oh shit, yeah, we played that wrong.
I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the things and
I have a
No, I'm glad.
question before
Yeah.
before I determine my bonus action here. How long am I blinded? How long does this effect
One
last?
turn.
So you make us. Oh, one turn.
One turn.
Blinded
Okay.
until your
Until-
next turn.
Okay, so I don't know that though. So I'm going to bonus action disengage and back up 10 feet away from wherever the dagger's stuck in the thing. I'm gonna try to get away from it.
Sure.
'Cause I
Actually,
have no idea.
make a perception check.
I
Because
assume with
You were
disadvantage-
swinging wildly with the dagger, so this is more just to see whether or not, like, you would understand where
It is.
that
So
striked.
disadvantage or
Not disadvantage. This is just a. This is more of a flavor thing to see how you're moving away.
13.
13. Okay. Yeah, you're able to kind of at least just like put your hand up real quickly after the dagger hit something, getting an idea of where this creature was. And you know where like your friends were, so you just kind of start backpedaling a little bit away towards them. Okay.
We're back here.
So the what?
We're back here.
Yeah, you see her stumbling around. Well, no, I'm actually really glad you looked up the rules though, Josh, because that being an ability she's going to use all the time, this is going to happen
Yeah.
more frequently. Like this
Yeah.
is going to be something that happens often. So okay, we will
sorry
start
about
with Ego.
Friendly fire.
I'm not mad at it.
Why be sorry about it? It's the way it
No.
works. You see that the plant monster continues to just like pour ichor out of itself into Ego. Ego. And Ego fails his constitution check. So all of a sudden, Ego's body just kind of goes stiff. And you don't hear sound out of him anymore.
Oh no.
And you see the creature. You see the plant creature begins to like push himself up off of Ego and stands up again. Next one up. So that one got really hit by Arvita. So the little bisected half on the floor lunges up and tries to swipe at Arvita. And that's not going to hit you. That's a 13.
Nope. I just laugh at it. You have no legs.
That one comes. That one comes running in and tries to tackle Tonk. And oppose, athletics checks.
Athletics.
Skeleton taking down
His is gonna be great.
elephant.
It tackles me.
Oh. He's just top heavy, I guess.
I mean, is
He's
that,
got
is
little
that
thick
a
legs.
realistic thing?
Yeah, I mean it's mass times acceleration, and it.
I'm
wins.
not, and I'm not aware because I'm facing the one on Ego. So
Oh, the plant creature lunges at you and grabs you around your top section and pushes you over. And as you're kind of like rolling over trying to fight it off, all of a sudden you feel this gloppy goo begin to hit your lips.
Hmm.
So, Tonk and the other thing. Okay. And let's see. That is it for. Oh, this one's gonna attempt to do something. Let's see if it can figure out where it is. Okay, that'll figure it out. So it begins to kind of just shamble this way. It heard Hermie wandering away, and it kind of shambled. Well, it's a good thing I rolled a disadvantage because the green dice was a 20, but the other dice was a 4. So
Screw the green dice.
Yay!
well, the green dice is the zombie dice, so that's what I've been rolling. But we did that at disadvantage. So all right. So next up is the kobolds.
The
Sorry,
Let-
Creola. My bad. Yes, Creola's.
So I see them jump.
What,
on-
Hermie? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say kobold.
Oh.
You said.
Ah.
Just
Yeah,
pointing
right.
out.
There's
one of
only
us.
one.
we don't know if he's dead or not.
I see them jump on Tonk, and Ego is not moving anymore, and it makes me really scared. And I feel this like power building up in my chest, and trying to think of the somatic thing, like what I would do. I kind of move my hands and pull it out and then toss as I say, Mikua Puvale! And magic missile hits them. I want 2 to go on the one on Tonk, and then 1 hits the other, each of the others, 2 of the others.
So this one and this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
One on the one of them that's on Arvita, and then one that's on Ermi.
Sure. The one on Arvita is currently prone, so it'll be a. Oh no, it's magic missile. It automatically hits. Never mind. Okay. Yep. So. Okay. Yes, a little damage.
Dice. It will be nice to me today. Both this one. Okay. So first one counts is. So that'd be D4 plus 1. So 5 plus 5 on Tonks.
Okay.
So 10 total damage on the one for Tonk.
Nice.
Nice.
And then the one in front of Arvita takes 2. In front of Ernie takes 2.
Okay.
Nice.
That's force damage.
Okay. The one in front of Arvita, you see that it just like reached its claws up to try to grab at her, and then it gets shot with these purple darts of energy, and its hand drops to the floor, and it lets out a gasp as ichor comes pooling out of its mouth.
Nice shot, Kriella.
Okay.
The one on top of Tonk is still living though.
It is.
Okay.
If you were paying attention, that one only took breath damage to that point.
Tonk, you have to get away from that one.
Working on it.
He gurgles some words as black ichor begins to enter his mouth.
Gross.
And it tastes like vile death.
My favorite.
Spit it out.
Okay, so the that
It's got to run down my nose and drip into my mouth.
you guys see Ego. There's a little bit of like movement in his hand as his hand just slowly twitches briefly and stops once again. Zoob yells and lunges at the creature that just got off of Ego. Well, that's gonna hit it. 19. And ooh, he does a lot of damage to it. Max damage, which is great. And now we gotta see if zombie dies.
Die,
Zombie
tree, die.
As Zoob comes like and charges down with the short sword, he cuts the arm clean off of the tree man, and the tree man falls forward and lets out a gasp, and some ichor falls out to the floor. Okay, Tonk, you are up.
I would like to try to get up.
Okay, make a athletics check. See if you can break free of the tree man grapple.
18.
18. So as this ichor begins to pool in your mouth, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Spit it out. It's gross. Ew.
You said saving throw, right?
Yeah.
15.
15. Yeah, it tastes vile and horrible, and like your senses are overloaded with this, and you know that this is like toxic. Get it out of me. And you shove violently and push the tree man off of you, and the like viney whips just kind of crack on you as they break off on his limbs, and you spit out the mouthful of ichor all at once. The tree man is off of you.
Can I stand up?
You may.
And I'll stay there.
Okay. Arvita.
The one I was engaged with died, so I can back up, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna back up enough so I could take my dash action at the tree zombie that's engaged with Ermi.
Okay. So Arvita backpedals just a touch and then charges
Woo!
and
Come
yells.
She
That's
has
a dirty
advantage on that one,
20.
right?
A dirty 20, that hits.
Doesn't she have advantage?
Yeah, actually you do have advantage, so might as well crit fish.
Sure.
It's at the end of her turn, right?
Oh yeah, I think the
Oh.
blended condition was over.
Oh, okay.
Is
Sorry.
it the end
It's
of
the
her
end of
turn or the end of their turn?
His turn. Wait, hold on. Let me get the definition. Blinded until next turn.
Next turn.
I can pull out top.
Yeah, and they got blinded on round 2, so they'll be blinded until round 3. So yes, for
Their
the time being, they are still blinded.
Legends you can use. Ooh. This got way more interesting. Constitution saving
Oh.
throw or take 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of your next turn. This is the part I didn't add in my notebook. Until your rage ends, you can use this effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action.
Holy shit. So, in this particular moment, not necessarily
Because
beneficial.
I used my charge.
But, yeah, well, also, too, you wouldn't have caught any more than just one.
Yeah,
And the charge damage is probably better,
Yeah.
just in general, so.
I should
So it's
transfer that.
your
info.
turn when they get.
Start of your
unblind.
next turn, yeah.
So they're unblinded now. The start of your turn.
Because it would have, the start of her turn, so yes.
So the dirty 20 stands with no advantage.
Yes. Yep.
To be blinded until the start of your next turn. Yes. Yeah, because I would have to redo it in this,
Yeah.
in this
Mhm.
turn.
To keep that on there.
Right.
Cleaner language, I like it.
Oh, hey Arvita.
Hey, I'm gonna hit this guy with my sword real hard, okay?
Cool.
7 plus 3 plus scrolling the wrong way. 4 is 14.
Mm.
The zombie is like collapsed in on itself. Like you hit it with like the wide part of the sword really hard and just shatter it. And you watch as like it's almost fleshy in the interiors of the wood, but it just all kind of just crumbles and then just black ichor goes everywhere.
Cool. Hey, Ermi.
Hey. Did you say that you were the one that blinded me?
I was. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I just didn't know what happened. It was weird.
Ermi, you're up.
So there's
Speaking of
one.
Ruby.
There's one zombie
One
left.
left. Yes.
One left. Okay, I would like to go around Arvita so that I'm flanking it with Tonk. And then I want to just... Because, you know, that's fun.
Get it real hard. Get it real
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. That's a natural 20.
Natural 20!
So 23 to hit. And because I'm flanking Tonk, I get sneak attack, right?
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
So double all of it.
All your dice. Just
Oh,
dice.
Just
those
roll
things.
all my dice.
It's just the whole pile. The whole pile.
Yeah, the more dice
Roll all
you
of it.
own, the more damage
Roll
you
the
can do.
entire bag full of
D6,
dice.
please.
If we get a $200 donation, Ermi can roll all of the. No, I'm just kidding.
Holy. Okay. I
You
would
can do
just
it
like
for
to point
free
out.
for all I care.
I would just like to point out that up to this point, My dice have not liked me much tonight. But since I get to double it, they've decided that I'm gonna roll 14.
Nice.
So if we double that, that's 28.
Wait, so you want to roll the number and then double it? Not roll twice?
I mean, I like this number. I'd like to just double it if I can.
Wait, yeah.
That's what I planned to do, was double it.
Okay.
It just
Yes.
happened that. So
I'm good with that.
am I doubling the
28
sneak attack too?
Points of damage. Oh yeah.
Okay, then yeah, 28.
Right.
That's crazy.
Any dice rolled, not
Yeah. Any damage dice roll.
Okay, that's crazy. But yeah, I rolled.
You like stab
Everyone's
into the center mass of it with the dagger, and your dagger just like pierces clean through, and it's kind of fleshy, and then hard like tree bark, and then you just like shove up, and you watch as like his insides, this black ichor's tummy just comes flying out of him, and he falls over dead.
Those guys were gross.
Okay.
Or do you...
Okay, so they're all dead now. Where is, because I've lost track, where is Ego in relation to
Yeah.
behind Tonk? Okay, do I still have movement?
Yes, because you only moved like 5, 10, 15 feet.
Can I get close to him?
Sure.
You should probably kill him just in case.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, that we should make sure he's dead. But I can't do anything just yet.
I saw crap go in his mouth. He's a goner.
I think he's twitching. I'm a little nervous.
Well, now it's the zombies' turn.
Huh. The dead zombies? All of the deceased?
You watch as Ego begins to move, and as he begins to stand up, you see that like his eyes begin to drip with this black ichor, and as his eyes begin to drip, his facial features kind of begin to shift and transform a little bit, following the ichor as it's trickling down his eyes. And he stands up. Creola, you're up.
Ego's not looking so good, guys.
So these are... Would I know that these are obviously part of the like original blight from the woods, like from the area, or are these something different? Like my intention is I want to collect some of the ichor if I feel like it's potentially going to give me information about why the blight is occurring here.
Okay, sure. Make. There's not really like history on this because like you and I have talked about this. Nobody really knows what the zombies were actually that attacked here.
Be like alchemical, like knowing.
Yeah. So yeah, you have a skill for that.
Mhm.
So go ahead and roll that.
That's a dirty 20.
Nice.
You see that like on Ego, there's like branches now starting to protrude through his skin, and like he's losing his scales and his what makes up the creature itself, his like flesh is beginning to rot and slough off almost.
Okay. Are any of the skeletons or bodies on the ground still oozing the ichor that I can...
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like tree sap, but in mass quantities.
I'm gonna... You guys take care of him. I gotta get some of this. And I walk up to the next, like, the body closest to me and gather stuff for my turn.
What do you have to gather?
I have little vials, glass vials.
Okay. So with that roll, we'll just use that. Yeah. How many vials would you like to fill with Ichor?
3.
You are able to successfully fill 3 vials with the Ichor. Okay. Zub is up, and Zub turns and looks at him and is like, "That's not Ego!" and stabs him.
Good job. Good job, Zoop.
Um, and he hits, so little bastard vicious tonight. And another max damage. So
Right.
there's like a weird hiss out of this creature transforming into plant creature. Tonk, you are up.
I guess I'll turn around and take a whack at him. $15 to hit.
15 hits.
Four points of damage.
4 points of damage, okay. Okay, Arvita.
I'm gonna charge him.
Okay, yeah, there'll be room over here. You'll be able to charge him. It should be over. I'm not using actual squares, so,
18 to hit.
15 hits.
Plus 4 is 6. Plus 5 for the charge is 11.
11. That is a lot of damage. Arvita, the kill is yours.
Yes! I shove Talon through his chest. Oh, like the way he tried to stick his weapon in the cat, and I yelled that this is for Laura.
And as you ram into his chest and lift up, you see that like blood mixed with this black ooze spill out of his insides. And he looks at you for a second, and then the eyes begin to water. Like, not tears, but that black ichor. And he falls back.
Your soul is sticky and black and gross like that crap.
Zub begins to just like grab at the pockets of Ego, and also grabs his spear, and you see that like he grabs a dead rat, and he grabs a small little jar out of his pockets.
You mean he had a rat the whole time? Y'all were telling me that you didn't have anything to eat and he had a rat the whole time?
Mm-hmm. He deserved to
It's
die.
old and gross.
Can I see what was in the jar?
You just eat it. It's
Go ahead and
rat.
make a make an inspection, or it would be a
Perception?
make an inspection check.
Inspection.
Inspection. Wow.
Or
Investigation. Investigation.
investigation? Okay.
Inspection is a investigation and perception. In one round.
Nope. Didn't see what's in it.
Sure. The shape of the jar reminds you of something, though. But yeah, like he's kind of quick as he's doing it. Yeah,
She was so dainty.
she was super dainty jumping over that.
I forgot about
Let's
the
go
cat.
now.
I'm gonna grab him by his shirt and lift him up. You little shit. You had food the whole time.
They had food.
And you ate my bacon.
They had food. It was in the other room.
I'm trying to
Intimidation roll.
trying to intimidate him into giving me the rat.
Make an intimidation roll.
I think my rage ends. Are we out of combat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Yes.
he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out 2 rats by the tail, and then reaches into the other pocket and pulls out the little jar real quick and holds them up. He's like, take it, take it.
I'm gonna take it all.
And you notice that as you grab the jar, you actually recognize this. It's a very similar jar to the jar of honey that you guys had purchased from Tollman once upon a time in Stonehill Inn.
Okay, so I'm gonna tuck the jar in my bag, and I'm just gonna eat one of the rats.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Cause why not? Okay, so that might have been a bad idea. That's a 6.
6. Okay, like it does not taste normal. It tastes pretty gross, and as you begin to swallow it, like instantly it comes back up. You are under the poison condition now.
Okay.
No.
Probably not gonna eat the other one.
She's like, worth it.
She's like farting. She's got indigestion. She's
Like, I almost threw up, and then just out of stubbornness, I swallowed it back down, and I feel really sick. But I'm not gonna throw up in front of this little shit because he ate my bacon and could have eaten this nastiness instead.
Okay. It seems like, can we go?
yeah.
Like,
We should
Oh,
go.
Yeah.
we're plants!
It
Let's
looks
go.
like you can turn into a zombie without the fog.
I don't think this is the fog zombies. This is something else.
There's multiple ways to turn into a zombie around here.
This,
Apparently.
this
Zoop, which
doesn't
way?
look normal.
He just points off in the direction towards the back of the bigger building that you had seen. And
Guess that way.
it's like south from where you guys are at right now. It's like southeast, basically. So you guys begin to continue to make your way there.
Hmm.
I think we'll end our session there. That's
Ah,
probably an appropriate place to do it.
I want to know who this Francis person is.
Yep.
You might have to wait.
We have so many questions.
I do too.
And you're now down another NPC. You guys let Ego die.
Oh no.
I tried. Kind of, sort of.
No.
I was thinking I might have stuck my sword at him, even if he didn't get zombified.
Wow.
I knew that was coming. And I couldn't find a way to save the poor little shit.
I
Tom
did
just
try.
feels collateral damage. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd help. I tried to help, but
Yeah.
he died. So
Mm-hmm.
My
Plus-
heart wasn't in it.
they're helping the dragon, which is against our objective. So
Yep.
collateral damage.
Collateral damage.
They can. I'll be friends with them until they die.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh.
We can Lego that Ego.
Yep. Oh man, oh man. Care Bear stare.
No.
I'm sorry,
No.
Ernie.
It's okay.
I
I
did not
liked
mean
the
to
stare.
hit you.
I like the Care Bear
didn't
stare
hurt-
too.
It didn't hurt me that bad. Do it again. It's fine. No problem.
Hit
I
me,
do,
Daddy.
Well, excited you guys finally got to see the plant monsters.
Yeah.
The tree men.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're
Better than the
Very
first plant
interesting.
I
monsters.
love the terrain. You're so cute with your, hey, is this good enough? I'm gonna use this paper 3D thing. And then he like takes it away. He's like, nah, I got this cool terrain instead.
Well, I haven't gotten any tiles printed
Gotcha.
for the manor house yet, so. But I'm
That's
maybe
okay.
I will. It's been a rough week. I was thinking about trying to actually have something like put together. But anyway, I'm not gonna make excuses. I will work with what I have when I can.
Yeah, you've got lots of stuff,
Sometimes.
and we can be creative.
Sometimes things might be shittier than others, but you guys wasted a while. Not wasted, but the
We couldn't get out of
you
the grip
guys
of
you
the
guys
trees.
resolved some things earlier, which was great. Sounds like Tonk has maybe some of the materials necessary to do something he wants to do. So, which is so funny to me because I don't know if you remember this, but quite a few sessions ago, I don't even know if we were on. I think this might have been either the one previous to the final stream session, or the one before we started streaming. But it could have been like one of our first stream sessions. You actually talked about crafting that torch at one point. You wanted to talk to the lady at the miner exchange to see if she had rubies for you to use that.
And
So,
I think at the time that he started talking about it, Ermi had the earrings already and wasn't going
she
to say
did. Yep.
Oh, you guys
Correct.
like bonded.
It's a miracle
Yeah.
what can happen when you almost die 3 times in 2 days. You decide to share your stuff.
So it's funny. Like, I like the way it turned out.
How
'Cause,
how
like-
hard would it be? I don't know if Tonk would know, so you don't have to answer it. But how hard would it be to crush gems?
It's pretty hard.
Okay.
Like, you have to employ a wizard who can do it typically, I think, with most gems, because I don't know how you crush.
I mean, would a
rubies.
jeweler's
Rubies
kit
are
jeweler,
have-
pretty hard.
a jeweler could do it. Anyone who
A jeweler
cuts
would.
gems would be able to crush
Yeah.
them. But you'd have to
That
go to a
sounds right.
jeweler.
That
right.
sounds
Or
right.
find a jeweler kit, right?
Yeah.
But
I
even
mean,
then,
or a
if
way to
you
do
were
it.
to do it,
In
you
a
were
jeweler's kit,
proficient,
would you have to be to crush a gem?
You'd probably have to be pretty proficient.
I mean, obviously in narrative storytelling like this, the opportunity will probably present itself in a not opportune way to have it done. So it's, puzzle solving. So at some point, the puzzle will have a solution, and it'll be up to you to decide how you want to solve it at that point, kind of thing. So I wouldn't necessarily say you have to really worry about going super, super, super far out of your way, because, like, not that I want to tell you anything about how to do things, but, big grinding wheels, good way to do it. So if you were to encounter maybe even like a blacksmith of sorts, they could use a grinding wheel to
A
perhaps
mill?
a mill. And mills are usually powered by wind, and you know that there is a windmill
There's a farm right
in
nearby.
this place.
Mm-hmm.
So
True.
But
Ego
the
told
only
you
thing
as
is,
much.
I don't know how much I have.
Sure. Yep. Exactly. So you would basically be guessing, and the spell will fail if you don't have the required
Wishing
components,
and hoping.
or it will work, and you'll just use up whatever the spell consumes, and you might have some extra. You just don't know.
So a failed spell won't use.
No, like
Yes.
if you guys only have, like, let's say 20 gold worth of rubies right now, it just he will cast the spell, but nothing happens.
Gotcha.
So my
So
spell
this-
slot would be used,
Yeah.
but the components wouldn't be.
Well, right, because you don't
Okay.
have the
okay.
components.
I just want to clarify that because I'm
Yeah, you're still using the magic, but, like,
right.
But whiffing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, whiffing. Same thing if you try to, like, cast a spell on a target that is, like, immune to that class of spell or something like that.
Okay.
Yes, Creo.
I just got a notification, or just saw, we got a donation from Mr. Irish Fan.
Oh,
From coffee.
Thank you, Irish.
So thank you.
thank you, Irish
Much
fan.
appreciated.
Thank you.
Buddy.
Number one fan.
Right? Big hearts.
Am I doing this right?
Yeah.
Tonk don't care. He's like, fuck off.
He's just like,
We gotta do, like,
No hearts.
Dodger dog, a weenie.
I would do
no.
something else, but it's kind of probably frowned upon.
You do what?
What?
I can't do it.
Oh.
Wait,
I'll show you after stream.
what do you mean you're not going to be at raid tomorrow? What kind of nonsense is this garbage? We've been getting you prepped to raid all week.
Performance anxiety?
Nonsense.
Probably.
Probably.
Ooh, am I streaming the raid tomorrow?
Ooh,
It's
good
up to you.
question.
Oh.
You can record it and then post it later.
True.
Good idea.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mhm.
Always
probably
an
do.
option.
Okay with that.
Ooh,
Well, because then that way I can edit.
I have an
Yeah.
analogy that Irish fan would appreciate for your spell reagent thing. And whiffing. It's like T-ball. You use the energy to make the swing, but the ball doesn't leave. It stays there.
That's
Oh, I had a joke
yes.
that I wanted to use tonight, and I didn't.
Enough
What
to
joke?
slam your mic.
Yeah.
Just if you do decide that you're going to record and stream the raid, make sure that I know ahead of time, so I'm not sitting over here talking to myself while I'm
Oh,
typing.
it would be on push to talk.
Because otherwise, you might hear weird things.
This is why I go and push to talk too.
I'll push to talk for red.
But still, I randomly talk to
I
myself.
just-
on the raid.
Crazies.
How does
Always
an elephant
open.
hide in the jungle?
I don't know.
How does an elephant hide in the jungle?
Thanks for asking. He paints his balls red and climbs to the top of a cherry tree.
Yeah, how?
What's
what
the
I'd like to know-
What's the loudest
Wait.
sound in the jungle?
No. Before you go there,
The
I would
cherries
like to know-
falling out of the tree?
I would like to know where the fuck the cherry tree came from in the jungle, because there's not those
Hey,
in the jungle. But
It's
okay.
a joke.
Okay, what's the loudest sound in the jungle?
A giraffe eating cherries.
You're such a dad.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
but isn't that pushing the border though of a dad joke? Like this
That
is getting
is-
on.
That is a
crude
layer
humor,
2
so.
dad joke, because there was definitely a second part.
This is what happens typically when your
Ooh,
children
the
are
battery.
teenagers. The dad jokes get a little dirtier.
What if they
Um,
act like teenagers?
He's just a bit more advanced in that, because ours isn't there yet.
He acts like it.
You know what I just realized?
He does.
Depending on what you guys do next session, we might end with a really cool cliffhanger for like 3 weeks.
Jesus.
Yes. Okay.
With all
Yes.
those reruns, I'll be glad I'll
We
be
have-
having time to review.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
But they're
thank
up on
you guys
YouTube
for watching.
right now.
Yes.
Yes. Thanks, everybody.
We will see you
Thank
next
you
Saturday
all very much.
for our last episode before the holiday break. But don't worry, holiday break will be full of reruns, so everyone has time to catch up.
And we'll all be around. Feel free to join us on our Discord server. Check us out on Facebook.
yeah.
We'll be playing
Instagram.
WoW, Shadowlands.
Woo.
If you're nice
Come
and
get
Join
a
the
link.
WoW.
our DM, if you are really interested, might paint for us someday.
That's gonna come. That'll definitely happen during the break for sure. I'll give it a whirl and at least play around with that. See.
So you can
So
see
I got
how
my
he
cool
makes
paint
these
station
cool
behind me now.
sets.
And
Now you have to rig up something for the camera over there.
Well, that's the beauty of this one is because like the
Oh, can you just move it off the table?
yeah I don't know if it'll even show in. I don't think it'll show into here. So there's
yeah.
the
Yep.
cool.
Cool.
so.
All right
Yeah.
then.
Awesome.
Good night, everybody.
Okay.
Happy
Good
Saturday.
night.
Thank you for watching yet again. Thanks to our Battlecats out there.
Thank you again, everybody. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.